And it looks like I am live, which is good. Hi, everyone. As you may have noticed from those intro screens, I don't know whether I look like that little GIF thing, emoji thingy or whatever, but it's me, Ros Boundy, Psychic Medium. So I'm here for what would have been the Friday night intuitive chat with Leanne and Ros, but I couldn't do that. So I did one last night. And the technology was really off center. And tonight, and I'm hoping the technology is going to behave better. So we are here on 5 destinations. So I've actually got it going to my YouTube channel, my Ros Boundy page, the Ros Boundy profile, Leanne Winston's page, Leanne Winston Psychic Medium page, and the mytimetv.live page. So it's wonderful to see you all here, and also to those who might be via replay, because it's just fun to do some of this type of thing every now and then. I mean, I know that I do it weekly, but this is a bit different because it may or may not be with Leanne. I'm not sure whether she's going to be able to join me definitely or not, because she had only just returned back from somewhere. Oh, I know she told me, but I've forgotten now. But anyway, and was having her tea and may have been feeling tired. And purely because we are needing to, and this was something that I was going to actually put up. I think this should play just as a pre-notice that we are not going to be able to do the Renmark trip this coming week because of COVID. So let me did that come up? It's supposed to. Hold on. I had myself on solo, so I'll put this on solo, and this is the little video that I created, because what you can see from that is it has been postponed because it is the COVID has hit Leanne's family again, so they're needing to isolate again. So it's one of those things that with this bug, it does tend to cycle around at times, more than once for some. So here we go, and we've actually got some people who have popped in already. Oh, quite a little list. We're going to say hello to Carolyn. How are you? And we've got Linda. So I've sort of partially mentioned hope all is well. Well, it is sort of. It's just that Leanne is having to do the isolation again, so we can't go to Renmark as we first hoped this week. We've got Kylie. How are you, Kylie? And we've got Linda. I like that. Oh, I've already put that on there, haven't I? Yeah, for the cards, yeah. We're going to deal with that in a minute, because what I'm going to explain in a sec. Nice to see everyone. Good, thanks, Stacey. Yes, and it is good for that. And another with a card. I've got to read them before I do that. And... oh, good heavens, we've got a comedian there. I have no idea where that one is. So let me just have a quickie look. I'm suspecting it might be on this one. Hold on. I've just got to go and monitor, because I haven't got someone that's able to monitor for me. And sometimes it just needs to have that sort of comment just taken out, and I can't see where I'm live at the moment. Oh, so sorry. It's not that the technology is mucking around. It's just trying to find a live stream in a fairly busy page. mytimetv.live is a fairly busy page, and that's where I'm trying to find it, and it's not coming up at the moment. So look, we might just progress. There is some comments on that one, so I might just see if I can find them whilst we're live. Otherwise, it'll just have to be hit and miss. Yeah, I thought it would be there. It's in the My Time one somewhere. If you see anyone who is doing the spammy type stuff, and I am going to get rid of you, Georgina, because I feel that that is just idiocy personally. So you'll be marked as spam with silly comments like eggy farts, but that's all I'm going to do, and you'll be banned. So just a warning for those that do feel that they can mess around in someone else's legitimate live streams. I don't put up with it. So if you don't like my show, nick off, basically. And so for Leanne. So for others who are seeing that, you can actually report as well. You either right click or hold your button on, depending what device you're using, and wait till it comes up with report spam or whatever way it reports, and delete the comment. Don't respond underneath them, because I think the ban actually bans you as well as a responder. So just to be safe, and safer than sorry, hey. Right, and I have got some requests there already for people to have some readings or cards. Good day, how are you, Michaela? Good evening, and all that. I'm going to explain how I'm doing tonight in a minute. So we've got Kim here. Good evening, and we've got. Did I say Keza? G'day, Keza. Yeah, somewhere. No, yes. Anyway, it is lovely to have people here. Coming in already. So thanks, Faith, for popping in. And we've got Nat. Lovely to have you here too. And yeah, poor Leanne, it creates a bit of a challenge when you're trying to organise things and you have things booked up and planned, and we lose another deposit on accommodation again. That type of thing. It can be a bit frustrating. And Natasha, you're asking for some guidance as well. And Michaela, I think I did put yours up, didn't I? And we've got Lisa here. Lovely photo too. And Sarah, lovely to have you here too. And Vicky, I'm just going through most of the hellos at the moment, and then I might just continue on with Carol. Hi, and I like that. G'day. So, am I catching up with the list yet? There's Kimberly, and we've got Sue. Oh, did I do that too? Any of the can I have a cards? I'll leave for a minute. And Sue, hi. I just love that Buddha belly. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Wow, 7 disappeared. Maybe they were scammers. I did just do a ban. So spammers, scammers, whatever you want to call them. And Steve, good. How are you? G'day, good evening, all that. Yes, and Leanne, lovely to have you here. And now what I'm going to do, because it looks like I've caught up with most of them. Whoops, Vesca, lovely to have you here too. And Dana. Whoops. And, oh, Lisa. Yes, thanks. Thanks for saying hello. I like doing that. I like doing the welcome in that way, but I will leave it there. What I'm wanting to do is to put this one up, because what I've decided, look, the free can't be free forever. So if you want a little reading, like a reading using what tools I might be demonstrating tonight, because last night what I did was a partial demo of some of the tools that I've got, as much as the technology wasn't working. And it sort of was. And what I'm going to do is share this one. And if you'd like to have a reading that is whilst we're live, click on that link, and it's going to be just $5 to do that. And it's using whatever choice of what there is as a choice of the cards or the charm casting or whatever we decide to do with it. So that's what I've decided there. I was able to put the link up last night, but I couldn't have done it because of the technology. So those 6 are already got a reading booked in, so to speak, for now. So if you want to give it a go that way, it's either Stripe or PayPal, and I know the link works now, so it's all good. But I'm going to go through some of those first because they're going to have the priority. And anyone who's asked for a card, I'll be pulling a card from whichever deck that I feel drawn to. So I'm going to actually switch the camera over to this setup, and I'm hoping that my face isn't too close. And am I in the right chair? I haven't got the camera up. Hold on a sec. This other camera, it's supposed to be working, and it's not. I've lost my camera. That one? Yes. No, that's the one I've got. Okay. Can you see that? Yes. Cool. It's just so that I can have that in front of me. I'm just going to put this. Oh, this is where I'm probably going to get lost in some of the space that I haven't got for here. You will see me swinging around backwards and forwards like that. So unfortunately, it's just the way that the setup is. What you're seeing is this lovely little device here. I've just got to move that out of the way. It's in my way. I can't remember if I showed it last night, but this is going to be one of the things that we use for doing the little readings, the $5 readings tonight, or it might be the other one that is this one that involves this system. I did demo that one last night and it turned out quite well. So I have got my list of names here at the moment of those who have already got their readings booked. So I'm just going to take the piece of paper off, and once I get through these ones, I'll look at the list of those that might be coming through from the link and we'll work through them, okay? Because I do have limited space here at the moment. Okie dokies. Now, I'll just check in on the comments and see who we have now. Who's put in fresh comments, and Kerry Ann. Yes, it is working. So that this time it is actually going okay. And Kim Knight didn't let you pick yet. And this is where I'm not sure how that part's going to work. So you might have to hang around until your turn is, if you've paid for one. Who I've got first is Kerry Suckling. And I'm not sure that Kerry is here yet, is she? And this is where me going up and down between, along the scroll line with the button might be interesting. Now I thought I'd banned that one, or had I? Yes, pretty sure I have. And Lisa, I can see that you're asking for a card, so that's good, Lisa. And Chloe. Chloe, right, yes, I'm just trying to read that before I actually put it up because it has proven that we've already got someone who spammed. Your beautiful friend, a read. When I get to the card pulls, certainly we can do that. And if Leanne pops in, she can help with that part of it as well. Okay. Oh, I love that. The interaction there. It's me, Keza. Ah, there you go. Oh, so your name's Kerry, is it, Keza? Silly me. That would have seemed pretty obvious, wouldn't it? And there you go, some interaction between Chloe and Vesca. So lovely to have that freedom of being able to chat, but the freedom only extends to being friendly and nice, not someone that's trying to think they're smart and stupid all at the same time. Smart, trying to think being smart, but not really, because anyway, we know the drift, don't we? Had that type on before. So what I'm going to do is for you, Keza, first. Someone had actually sent me a message as in what they would like to have as their question. So if that was you, Keza, would you like to put your question in there now, what you'd like to do, and choose a number between 1 and 60 so that I can show this divination divided expressed in an actual reading, and you will be the reading. And I'm going to choose these cards, the Gilded Rana George deck. That's what we're going to use first. So the Lenormand decks are actually for Hayley, that's right. And it was to do with job or something, wasn't it? So it was you that messaged earlier. Thank you. And I'm just going to pop that on screen so it's for Hayley. Good. And actually what I might do, okay, so that I thought I had banned wasn't. Excuse me, I've just seen a fresh message there pop up in the screen, so obviously it's in a different page. Oh, goodness gracious. People, you'd think that they'd show more self-respect because it's only reflecting on themselves. Even if it is a false name or whatever, it is actually at your energetic level, the karma fairy will get you. That's all I'm going to say around that one. So there you go. And I can't see where that is anyway. No. Look, I'm just not going to bother chasing them. It will be deleted later. For those who are seeing it, just ignore it, okay? So I'm just going to put there for your daughter, Hayley. All right, did you have a number between 1 and 60, or I'll just pick one, Keza? So you can see that. Can you see that I'm actually shuffling these? There's shadows everywhere because the lighting really is a little bit... I'm using bedside lamps. And I just remembered there's one I forgot to turn on. Hold on. That should actually improve it, does it? You might be able to see a little bit better now. Let's have a look, you see. Can we? Yeah, a little bit. And I'm going to have to drop the comment because we can't see the board. All right, here we go. Yes. Was there a number? No, I can't see that you have. Okay, I'm just going to flip to do that one. And this, look, the heart of the situation. Let's do this 2 card and then I'll do some charms with it. Okay, Kayla? So the heart of the situation, you're obviously asking after for your daughter. We've got the situation of needing to find work. We've got the birch broom and the whip. Can you see that close enough? This is the other factor, isn't it? Seeing the cards in a clearer manner. Hold on. I'm going to have an interesting time of this, doing it like that now. There we go. So what we've got here is the birch broom and the whip underneath the heart of the situation. So because it's relating to finding a job or a different job, getting a job, isn't it? And actually searching for work, it's cleaning out. What the broom does is actually clean out that the spent energy first. It's needing to really spring clean in some respects what is the leftover energy from what has been previous work, and actually, cleansing, clearing the way, ready to actually get that whip cracking so that the energy's flowing in the forward motion, so that, that is the sound vibrates, moves the energy, gets you moving forward, because a whip isn't for putting any punishment on anything. It's for creating a sound to get that vibration, that movement forward, especially when it's used on, on horses, on the cattle, the stock whip, that type of thing. I think this one probably is more a horse one and for horse riding. But as far as I know, it's not something that's used that touches the animal. It's the sound that they're hearing behind and feeling that little bit of vibration as it's, the sound movement. But I'm not an expert on that. Just feel into that as to what you think. It really is getting to that cleaning old energy from what is her expectations of the work that she wants to move into, getting into that deeper issue of it's having a self-confidence that and knowing that, what does she really want to do, and shifting that into the searching in a more specific way and putting that intention to it. As far as how to approach it, I feel there probably is something more with this, that is the books, that there is something more that she's actually needing to do and study something more in line with what she wants to do as a longer term career, rather than just being a job for money. And that's where I'm feeling the depth of what she's needing to move into is there. Now, what can you do for helping her, I think, really is being that encouragement like the whip. And rather than just, telling her what to do, it really is just more giving those moments of well, we can use our voice as the sound, but it's not like a whip. It's using that gentle, caring, and loving way of moving that energy forward for her, helping her to see what path she's needing to go on, and encouraging her to voice for herself what area she'd like to move into if it needs further study. It is delving into that. It's more being the support that you're needing to be, and encouraging in whatever direction that she is feeling that she'd like to do things. That's what I'm feeling around that. So hopefully she'll be able to find more direction. Hopefully you're like, and that I do feel that you are going to be able to give her that bit of a kickstart and get it moving, just by, helping her find what she actually likes to do. Not that it's all doom and gloom that she's never going to get a job. It's picking up the energy to be positive about it. She will get a job, but is it really a job she wants, or start moving into that direction of learning what she needs to for things she'd like to do for a career? And you may be able to open some of that for yourself as to, is there something further you're wanting to learn too, in a way to be able to encourage her as well. So that's what I've got for those two cards for you, from those two cards for you. So that was your reading for tonight. Thank you very much for the payment for the $5, helping me to know that this actually works. The process of what we're moving into is working, that I'm moving into is working. It's me that's trying it out. I like pressing the buttons. Now, so the next one that I have on the list is actually Michelle Vermeulen. Now, some of these names I'm not 100% certain of. Oh, how are you, Deirdre? I just noticed that you're here. It's good to see you here. Lovely with the heart. Now, I need to just check through and scroll if Michelle is here. Otherwise, I'll just pick and trust that Spirit is actually directing me with the right tool, the right questions, what is needed for Michelle. Because I'm just going down my list and I can't see her there at the moment. So, okay, no, I can't. So, thank you, Keza. That's lovely. Thank you. So, for Michelle's, I'm actually being guided to do the charms for her. So, I'm just going to put this up and out the way for the moment. And this was one that we saw last night as well. I'm not going to get the cards out. All I'm going to do is this. And for Michelle, here we have, I've just got to get that out of the way too. That's a different set there. So I do have to move a few little things out of the way, don't I? So what we've got here is the Labyrinth Through Time. I did demonstrate this one last night. So for Michelle, this is for you. And I just realised, of course, I do need to get my other set of cards, which I haven't got here with me. Look, let me just pull an owl card. This is how you can mix and match anything that you want for a reading. I'm just going to shuffle these owl cards, and this is going to be the topic that we pick for you, Michelle, unless, of course, you are here in the last few comments. I can't see you there, so that's all right. Oh, good morning. It would be your morning, wouldn't it, Lashawna? Wonderful to see you here. Thank you for popping in. And Linda, lovely. Thank you. There's yours. So what we've got from the owl cards for you is respect is earned, honesty is appreciated, trust is gained, and loyalty is returned. So what I'm feeling from that for you, Michelle, is the actual gist of what these charms are going to be for is around your sense of self-respect and what is ahead for you in that realm of being and doing for yourself. Okay, so here we go. There's some lovely charms. I'm just going to sprinkle a few around, and I've just dropped one. That was just there. So let's see. I'll put another one there and another one somewhere there. There isn't any preciseness about how these are laid out, but what we do, that one is a note. It's only on the border on the way out. It's not relative to where a landing. So what we've got, Michelle, is in this nurturing self-respect is like being in that self-respect mode and standing in your own power, what you're needing to do to help that along and strengthen that for yourself. The camel's borderline, we'll put that away. Oh, well, we probably shouldn't. Did I have it there? Now I've lost it. There he is. Was it there? It was borderline, does count. Was just not on the edge. So to start with, what you've got is the anchor and stability. There's a question mark and the rest. It's how much time are you actually spending in being in that social arena, spending time with friends. So part of how we can stand in our own strength and energies is by interacting with people, with friends, and actually growing that friendship base in a way that is comfortable and natural for you, not questioning too much those who you come in connection with, and trusting that Spirit's actually bringing you the right people to actually interact with and go and have a chat with, go and have a coffee or a tea or whatever. Feel that stability, that, being able to put your anchor in firm ground with that, and trust, that it's not that there's, the doubt around, oh, what do they want to be friends with me for? But that it's, wow, we're having a wonderful time and I really do want to do more of this. It's actually, in what I'm feeling, is that encouragement to continue onward with growing your friendship base, just being you in a natural state. Don't question it. And that in itself will then grow that respect from others, because they can see you being who you are in your authenticity, coming from your truth and standing in your own strength. So that's what I'm feeling there. The camel actually is with, because it's crossing, it's sort of on the borderline. I think it's just saying to me, as far as the career and business, do you like what you're doing? Are you loving what you're doing in your work, whatever it is that you're doing as a work, as a dollar earner for you, for your career or business? So I'm feeling that there probably needs to be a little bit of searching in there, bringing it in, so that instead of trying to burn up your energy, the dragon's here in this love and relationship. So because the camel's there hanging over the border into the career and business, that it's almost feeling like it's a very hard slog and you're burning your energy, not really loving it very much, but it's a struggle, but persist, because and I'm actually feeling that there needs to probably be that persistence and keep moving at it, and it will bring in what you actually prefer as the pathway for your career, what your business is going to bring in. Are you in business yourself there, Michelle? I'm not sure that you are. I just can't quite remember. I think you've mentioned it somewhere before, but it's not that important. You know what the message is going to be. And here we are with the dragon that is burning energy. I think it's that feeling of burnt out. Now, I do feel that that's okay. Just rest and allow the rejuvenation of self-love to be in action. Okay, you've got a long path to go with that. Take some breaths, take time out, spend the time with yourself, that inner self as well, to realign, reconfirm for you what your self-love is, and then re-experience what another or other relationships are meaning to you. Okay, because things have changed for you, haven't they? Then we can move over to the money matters. With the bird, I think, I'm not sure what sort of bird this is. It's just a charm that's in the figure of a bird. I do feel that things will be flitting around for a little bit, not in that stable manner. It's just be careful how it's spent, as far as what it's being spent on, that it's not too light and frivolous and seems to fly out the door or all over the place. Have a little care for what is happening with it. You are going to be able to spend some time. We've got the dancing, the ballet dancer in the adventure and discovery. It's holiday time. It's taking time for yourself. I think that does connect in with what is the, feeling burnt out, rejuvenate, give yourself a break. And this is what it's going to be. Go somewhere that you can feel that energy of dancing. Good music, dancing, just where you can enjoy what is a new adventure, a new direction for you. And, the holiday is a great start for doing that if you can manage it. The tree in the spirituality is really rooted well because there's going to be that growth for you. It's indicating what for me would be the understanding of the roots are going to start really forming down to anchor in. Because remember, you have got this anchor. There's going to be some help with those friendships that you're going to be sharing, new learnings, and I feel that blossoming of the top branches as you're going to grow and further move forward. Okay, so that's the one for you, Michelle. And what we're doing now, there are some new ones here who have popped in like you, Lashawna, because I am doing something a little different. If you want to have I'm at this camera, aren't I? If you want to have a more detailed reading as such, like I'm doing with this as part of the demo of the different tools that I use, there is a link there in the description as well as at the top of the chat stream as well. So it's a $5 fee for that. Anyone who does, like if when I get time to go through the whole list of those, I'll then go back to the cards, and those who would like just a card, I'll be able to do those at the, after I've done the $5 ones. Okay, that's how I've decided to do it for tonight. Because I need to be able to move past the freebie everything. And I think it's time after 4 years to be able to be starting to change things up a little bit. And it just gives some choice and some variety. Now, the next one I want to do is Victoria. Now, I don't know if Victoria is here on the live either. And thank you, Michaela. Thank you. And for Michelle, yes, is she live on here, Michaela? Because I just can't remember if I've seen her or not. Hey, now I'm going to interrupt here. I've got to 2 of you with those paid readings, but I've just noticed Leanne is here. So that's wonderful. I'll bring Leanne up and I'll just switch my screen back to me and Leanne. Here we go. Here we go.
Hello.
How are you? How are
Good.
You? How are you feeling now?
Yeah, a little crappy. That's probably a good way to put it. Sore throat. I'll try not to cough in your ear.
Well, it won't spread through the screen, so that's
that's one good thing, isn't it? So if I do go quiet, people please know I'm just coughing. I'm only got mild signs at the moment, but I'm still testing negative at this stage. So
good.
We will see what happens the next day or so.
Yeah. So you've had the rat test yourself, because
So
you explain.
Yeah, so my husband come home from work yesterday with a bit of a sniffle last night, to have a temperature overnight to test positive this morning. So my daughter and I have done a rat test and tested negative, but we've all been and had a PCR test as well. So I suspect early tomorrow morning sometime we shall get results of that. So we are back in 7 days quarantine. So lots of computer work, lots of study. And unfortunately, we've had to reschedule Renmark again. But thankfully everybody's so understanding.
Yes, I have had a message about that, but I'll chat with you about that afterwards.
Yeah.
Anyway, at some point, I just had to write down another name of someone who has paid the $5 fee, and now I've just got to go over to the other screen. One of the things with this is I've been able to set it up. Interestingly, it's worked. But it's as a choice between Stripe or PayPal. So for those who have seen the link, it does give you the choice. If you don't like PayPal, you can use Stripe. If you don't like Stripe, you can use PayPal. But
Perfect.
I've got to keep an eye on two screens. But that's fine. I have yet to, I've just got to, because I'll have to do them in order. And for those that I don't actually get to on the live, I mean, it is intended to be the live one. I still will do the readings and do them as video, but you will have to message me to get, so I can do the email to send you the link if it works out that way, because I'm new at this.
I love it. I love the way you're trying something different. And like you said, it is time to step up, because we find ourselves getting into such a habit of give sort of thing. And it is, as people know, it's very much about having balance. Whatever we do, we've got to give and take.
Yes. So for me, yes, I'm opening my arms to receive. Thank
Yay!
you. Thank you to everyone. And it really is good to see the great list of people joining, including, I have no idea where that spammer scammer, the silly person, is going.
Oh, yeah, I went looking for that, but it wasn't on my Facebook page or my Time TV, because I thought I'd block them while I was in a
I did,
thing.
but then I was starting to get new comments from them. Maybe they just show up in the back end of our studio and not show on the live.
I think that's what happens. Yeah,
because I'm seeing rude remarks and I'm thinking, well, I'll shut up now. I'll just leave it. Unless it's a name that shows up and we have to do it again. But
yeah, I think they still come through to the studio, but they don't go through to the other pages.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, is that Michelle that you were looking for before? Before I came up?
I just did Michelle Vermeulen's.
Oh, yeah. She's just saying thank you. She'll watch the replay.
Oh, so she had, yeah. Okay, there, yes. Yeah, that's the thing with this. I've got to learn how to scroll up and down and remember what the hell was I, because you're the one that usually kept a track of that. But because I'm doing it slightly differently and with a shared screen, it does make it a little bit more interesting. So,
yeah.
What I thought, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, DJ was just saying, with the platform you're using tonight, Ros is causing the speech to be a little bit out of sync with mouth movement, and both you and Leanne. That could be internet strength, maybe.
I have got I've got the 5 bars all green at the moment, but it does happen like that. The thing, what I'm using, if it's just me out of sync, it's because what I'm using is Ecamm virtual camera into BeLive Studio. So there's that extra step that it goes through, and it's highly likely it could be slightly out of sync. Is it too much of a bother? I'll let you people judge. I'll take it on board for the next time and not go through BeLive, go through the Ecamm. It was because I wasn't sure that you were going to be on, Leanne, or not. The way I do it with best flexibility is Ecamm virtual camera. When it's by myself, it's okay. Yeah. So that's the long technological explanation.
I love it.
So there you go. I'm going to do one more of these readings that has been paid, and that's going to be Victoria Williamson, and then we'll do a card pull each of those that at the start of the top of the list. We'll go down and see who's just asked for cards. You know what I mean? Just right in. So you don't mind if I go like this? We're going to try it differently.
I was going to say, put me back into the green room if you like while you do it, so you've got that flow.
Let's just see if this works. And I go back to this. What does that look like? Then it's still both of us on board, but I haven't quite got. Hang on, I've just got to shift that stuff. Another little pendulum and another little dice. Hang on and get those cards out of the way. It's all a learning curve for me as well, doing it this way. And as you can see in a set, people, I can actually go and shrink the me to a little smaller circle up the top. This is what I love about Ecamm. Absolutely superb, easy to use. Well, I have found that now. Now, who am I doing? I'm doing Victoria Williamson. I have no idea what the question is that she would have asked, because I can't remember seeing a message. If that's something you can find quickly there, Leanne, it'd be great. Otherwise, I'm just going to lay the cards out. I did do a demo of this last night as well. So for those who were here last night, you will sort of understand the system on this one, and I don't think the cloth's down very straight. It looks a bit crinkled.
I can't see Victoria's comment in the
No,
scroll unless
I
it's
didn't
back
think so.
further.
So this is going to be a general reading, and I'm going to follow it by intuition, of course, because that's what I do. I trust the spirit connection that I have intuitively. And this time I'm going to use the dice to actually find the start point, 6, 4, and 3. So that's, what's that add up to? 13, 12, 13. So it starts at this card. And what she is needing, the base answer to her question is actually to do with finding help and either being of assistance to someone else or finding help for herself. And it really is the need to step up to what's needed to be done. Okay, so whatever it is in the context of, I'll try Victoria's. I'm going to have to put this over here. I'm just really straining my neck if I keep shoving my, turning around like that. So here we go, stepping up into, we're 3 blue, so that's this one here. And that's a very short reading, stepping up and finding help, because what we know of this system is we follow the 3 little teapot there. It's 3 blue. This is the blue row. We knew that from that. Here it is. There is the walking sticks in the canister, in the holder, which is where we started. So that's actually the reading. So for Victoria, you're being asked, or you are asking and needing help. So you're needing to actually take those steps, move into that energy of actually getting what you need. Ask for that help. What I'm going to do is find there is some charms here that I'm going to just put 1 or 2. No, that's only the 2. There we've got the ship has come in on that help card. Now we started with this card here. So what you've got is it's going to take some time. So take your time. It is the ship, slow moving vessel. So really take those breaths, take the time, be more in tune with the flow, how it's floating, because any ship needs the water to float and have sound structure. The hull needs to be sound and needs to be steered. So think of all the things that are involved in sailing, even though it's not a sailing ship, it is motorized. It almost looks like a cruise, one of those cruising yachts. See that? So certainly direct it to where you're needing to actually find the help. So you're the person who is actually steering this, and you're needing to actually, now this is I'll just put these ones up. Oh my goodness. Goodness. I like that. Like, look at the strength of the 2 charms, both well, it's a pipe organ and a cross. So it seems to me to be a very religious symbolism in it, or stepping up and into your pathway as, we're stepping up and into the energy that is your spiritual connection in whatever way you understand that. It may not be religion, but it could be your spiritual connection, your spirituality, your discovery of, and finding out what is true for you, each step that you're taking, but take it slowly and surely so that you're not losing your balance. Okay, and you're actually keeping that steady pace, as the ship's indicating, asking for help when you need it, and giving when you're being asked for help, if that's more the gist of what's happening in your life. I'm sensing it is actually you needing the help. Ask for it. Trust in your spirit connections. Ask your guides and angels. So that's what I'm actually feeling around that. It almost is also, be careful of something that you're going to need a walking stick for. Be careful that you're not going to trip up and hurt your leg. It was just something that popped into my head then too. So what do you feel around that one, Leanne?
Beautiful.
Oh, something muted. What happened then? Oopsie. Oh, that's better.
There we go. I muted myself while you were doing the
Oh,
reading,
you,
so just in case I need to cough or clear my throat,
I heard
so I
the
wasn't going to
beautiful, and
speak.
then yeah.
Yeah, I very much was feeling the need, sorry, for Victoria to let go and trust in that sort of connection that, and I love the strength that came with the organ and the cross type of thing, because I wasn't picking up on religion. I was picking up on your beliefs, sort of thing. So, honey, so step into that spiritual alignment and stand in your power.
Faith
Don't
and
be
trust.
afraid to ask. Yeah.
Yeah,
And don't be afraid to ask for help if
yeah,
you haven't already.
yes. So
Yeah,
that's
lovely.
cool. I do think too that the next one, Kim, you're going to be the same system, is what I'm feeling. But what we're going to do next, though, is the first few of just the card pulls, and I do have something prepared earlier, and it's actually
I haven't even got mine out.
we are going to use Leanne and Deb's cards.
So,
Well, gee, does that show up the right way or the wrong way? I'm seeing that in the reverse there.
on my way, it shows up
Yeah,
normal.
it does. There you go.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
must have mirror clicked on the eCam one, which is fine.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know how the mirror image things goes.
Yeah.
Now, where? Oh, now I'm hiccuping. So
That's all right.
I'm
I've
going
got the
up to
tickle.
top, and Linda is the first, and I've just got to check that she hasn't actually paid for a $5 one instead. And I've just got Stacey. I'm just checking that so that I know I haven't left anyone out. Oh shit! Whoops! Did I say that? No, I
Yep.
haven't. That's fine. So for Linda, if you're still here, oh lovely.
Hey, honey.
Here's a card. We're on the wrong side again too, aren't we, for this? Hang on. How do I switch that?
I have no idea because you're on my weekend. There we go.
Oh
There we
no,
go.
the B
No, you went back.
I did it twice. I didn't let go quick enough. The B Live is still operating as it normally does. The eCam is only the camera, but
Yeah.
I can operate the eCam so it's extended functionality, which I like. Oh, did I shuffle these? I did. There you go. Oh, I'm still reversed. Hang on, I've got to chase this or else.
So while you do that, I'll do this one, honey. So, honey, I've drawn the crown for you, and it's very much about drawing on that inner strength, standing in that inner power. Know what it is that you want, go after it, and own it, hun. So, be the queen in your life.
And well, card number 29 makes it an 11. Strength in this one as far as being creative. So be a creative queen. Queen.
Queen.
Creative queen. Express yourself or learn something new. Definitely put that into action.
I swear I heard you say queen. A cream, not queen.
Well, it's slurred. And I haven't been drinking, I tell you, I have not.
It's funny because we were having a discussion about cream before, because I said, well, when I'm finished with Ros, maybe I could make pancakes, because we didn't have much for tea because nobody's really hungry. And it was conversation was about how much cream we have to have with them.
Oh, well, I'm not expecting dessert tonight. We had it last night and it did involve cream. So
nice.
Had apple pie and cream. Lovely.
Oh.
So, look, you know those little Kenwood pie maker thingies? Not Kenwood.
Yeah.
The whatever you can get from Kmart. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
They're so easy to do too. So for Kylie, here we have our cards for you.
So I've got the web card, honey, and it's the hard work's behind you. You're right where you need to be at the moment. So just stand in that energy.
And that in itself is going to bring in the new moon energy. That's the cycles and energy prepare you for new beginnings. So with the web, it's very creative. And if you go out at night and watch what glistens in the moonlight, it's spider webs. So you'll certainly be able to see what you're creating. And that will be beautiful. Now, Christy, and this is where you're going to have to use your good memory, because I'm not going to remember. So did we do one for Christy yet? No,
not yet.
God, going to be bad news, isn't it? For me.
Honey, I pulled you the unicorn, and it's very much about trusting in that transformation that is going on. You're heading in the right direction. Just allow yourself to go with the flow. Let the magic happen.
And unicorns are just like it is magic happening, but it's just that continuity of here we've got another creative card. It is the fish, and find your inspiration, creativity, and growth. Unicorns have all sorts of potential, because who really knows what sort of magic they can make, what is in store for you. So let those reins, let the hair down if you need to with it. So yes.
Did you have a paid reading for Stacey, hun? She's just put a comment there.
Yeah, it came through. Yes, but hers might be down further because it's number 6 on. No, hang on, it's number 8 on the list now. So I'll keep going until those ones are done, hopefully.
Yeah.
And here we've got some guidelines from Faith. If we can do a card for her.
Yeah. I've got the moon. So it is very much about that new energy coming in, honey. A new moon brings new cycles of energy. Prepare for the new beginning. So be open to what's going to flow through and allow it just to take its course.
And as we know from seeing the snake, I just love the colours in this. They're just perfect in the way that they flow through. And so too, the way that the snake sheds its skin too, it flows through, it sheds its, well, I don't know if it's easy for the snake, but they seem to be able to do that with relative ease. They're preparing to heal and transform, the same as you are. So you're always evolving, the same as they are. So take that snaky skin off and leave it for the beautiful item it can be. Because don't they do snake skin bags and stuff like that?
I think they do.
Shoes, all that sort of thing. Continue growing and flourishing is what that's giving for you. So here we go further down. Oh, Natasha. Is that how you pronounce her name? Oh, Natasha. I'd say it's Natasha. So she has a paid one. So we might do that now. So I'll choose this one as well. I'll switch over to that. Now we go. How did we do this? That way? No, wrong one. Wrong way. And there's the card. So I'll shuffle these quickly. And what you're wanting is some guidance with relationships. What I do with those, I start on the heart card in laying them down, because it's relationships you're wanting to have as that focus. Oh, I'm in this camera, aren't I? This is going to be fun remembering which camera I'm looking at, because I have 3 and it can be a little confusing at times. Not that I'm getting old or anything. Nah. The brain goes a-wandering. Not at all. You ever felt that yet, Leanne? Just wait for it.
Yeah, at times. The brain fog.
Natasha, I'm going to just roll the dice for these ones rather than trying to go up and down a scrolling thing. So it's 8, 9, 10 with that one. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You who watch these regularly will start to learn how this system works, how easy it is, how much fun it is in creating the story for you. So relationships, there's some cutting out to do. It feels like with the basis of what you're asking with relationship guidance, it is, and I'd have to say it's using your intelligence to know what you really need to be standing up for within it yourself, as what bullshit needs to be cut out, and focusing on what it is that you love about those in the relationship that you're with. Did I say that right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. You'll understand what I'm saying. I'm just speaking. So just take that as being what Spirit is sending for you, okay? Sometimes I do trip over words, but that's because they're eager to bring out what is the message for you. So here we have, that's a confirmation. I've picked up the right card. So it's actually shifting into that energy, and I'll use the pointer, shifting in that energy of trusting yourself, having faith in what you feel instinctively, what you have as your knowing without knowing, and really stepping into that. You might need to take the breath and step back and be like the witness to what's happening in your relationship, and actually feel forward into what do you actually want in that relationship as well. So that, and instead of taking some of the bullshit, standing up and saying what you want, voicing that as well. So we then move up here to this card, the 2 pink confirmation I've hit the right one again. And you are entitled, you can intend that what you're wanting to speak to is your star, what you want to follow as your star, your dreams, your wishes within it. There's no harm in actually discussing, talking about what you'd like to have as your intentions. What do you like? What do you don't like? What direction you're wanting to move the relationship into? Do you want to back it off for a bit, or do you want to be more intense with it and shift it up a notch or two? That's what I'm feeling with that. You've got that within it, that you really have a focal point that is sparkling like the twinkling star. And you are wanting to reach for it. And there's that, put it into your intention that that's what you're wanting, so that universe hears it. Not that, the negatives are, if that's where your focus is going to be, it's going to be what you get. So think of what you really want with your relationship and bring it into the positive, and how grateful you are for it is now happening in the way that you want it to. Leanne has great teachings on that. It's the manifesting side of what we can do with our intentions, okay? And stepping into the power of that, knowing that it is now, as if now. So we're moving to the 2 blue down here is the star. And here it is. It's the traveling. I'm feeling it's traveling together, and it might be that you probably need, it is ship, very similar to the last, whatever it was that was the charm. This is the sailing ship. I'm feeling more so that it is actually that is taking time to breathe through, as well as the flow of what the emotions might be taking you through, that there is that time needed. But it's also time together in something different, like time away as a holiday, so that there can be that higher level of no distractions elsewhere but on each other, and really getting to some of the nuts and bolts at the emotional level, so that there is that higher level of intimacy that can be experienced on the more inward heart space, rather than the physical, love making and that type of space. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling with that area of what your relationship is moving toward. And that comes back to the 3 pink up here. And it's taking the steps. It is something that, instead of just wishing for it, you still need to, like manifesting isn't just about wishing for it. And it is right next to the star card. It is also taking the steps to create that, actually put it into action. And then from there, we're moving here again. If you need help, you have got your spiritual guidance to be able to help you, but it's also someone who might be that older male to be able to help you through some of what might be the issues that you need to ask questions about, and get things done, even on that. If you've got, and I'm almost feeling like it's pets or something, you're needing to be able to manage to be able to go on a holiday, or not to equate them the same as children, but it's responsibility for a creature. I'm sorry. Just thinking of kids. Creatures. I had 4 children. It's all right. So ask for help if you need it, if there needs to be some sort of an arrangement made to look after the young ones, or the pets, or something like that. We're moving over to here at the blue. Opening new doorway. So I think it is actually going to open, freshen the air, open up that new doorway, take a step through, and you'll feel like it really is a new venture, a new room, a new space, a new energy around what your relationship's going to move into. And we then move over to here. Trust in what your direction is taking you to in that respect too, as far as how you feel with the relationship growth and what direction you're wanting to take it. So as well as those steps, with a ship, you do have the control of the rudder and the rest, but to some degree it's reliant on other factors and variables because of wind, etc. Other things that do pop up. With the bat and the direction that that's going to take you through, they have that instinctive sonar that gives them direction. They don't bump into things. And that's the same. Trust that in a sense for you is taking you where it needs to go as far as your relationship. You do have that level of ability to be able to trust and just take those steps, shift it up. Now, if you're planning on having extra, this is pram, if you're in that earliest, in the developing stages of a relationship, is that for baby? I'm just going to see if Leanne, would you nod on that one or not? Or it's just a new direction, right? I don't always sense the child baby things, but it could indicate that there is a need to be very flexible in how you're moving through it and being able to shift quickly in it if you need to. Bats are very fast flyers. A pram can be shifted around very easily. It holds things. So whatever it is that you're holding with your relationship, there could be some baggage that you might need to really shift off and out the way to really cleanse energies and get it moving again in that direction that you're still wanting it to move in. The fact that this pram is actually after what the bat is indicating, it could mean that you are going to be shifting some of that energy very quickly. And here we go with the pram. It is coming through, though, that you're going to have a progress forward that's going to bring you some good luck in the relationship. So it's going to move forward in a way that, productive. It will be where you're wanting it to move. You will have that, things will start to actually fall into place as if it is good luck, because it's what the horseshoe does indicate. And it's not just all you having to plan every step and do the stepping up. Some of it is some good luck because variables come into play. That's what spirit might be moving you toward anyway, just because that's what your destiny is together. And I do feel that is coming up to being a long-term one, but there is that cutting off of what is the bullshit and really getting into the nitty-gritty, because we're back to the sword again, which is this 4 green where we start on the hard energy. So it's right above. Okay. Is there anything else you want to add to that one, Leanne? Oops, wrong thing, and you've muted again.
Right? I just need to mute myself. No, I was just taking care of the scammer in the comments. Yeah. So,
that was Natasha's, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes. Her message is still on the screen. For Natasha, honey, while Ros was talking about that, I got it's okay to step back out of the relationship at times and just sit in your own energy so you don't react to those in heightened energies sort of thing. So let go of what no longer serves the purpose. Yeah. The relationship will move forward, but it's just like you need that space every now and then to recharge.
Yeah, because that's a lot, and probably the holiday. I do feel there is a holiday in there, time together that is just you, and it's more than just a weekend. Plan it to be more than just a weekend. Now here we've got Carolyn's the next one, I think, that I've seen that is a card. Oh, there they are over there.
Ros, have you got Kerry on your list of paid, or have you already done her? She's just asking.
Kerry, which Kerry?
Santito?
Sanato.
Yeah, sorry, I never said that wrong.
Yeah, and she's on the list.
Yep, so it's still to come. And I'm pleased you love the cards, honey.
Yep, cool. Oh, so she's wanting this. These ones that I've just read are the tea leaf card reading system. So
it's really cool. I love it. Kerry's just coming. She bought the Inner Soul cards at Gola from me. So yeah.
So she's wanting the
excuse me. I didn't mute myself quick enough to know then.
It's all right. Hey, a cough's real.
That's it.
Just hope you don't have that C.
Yeah, that's it. If I get away without it, I'm going to be very lucky.
Yeah. Well, at least riding I'm not having a ride in your new car now.
No. Your bag's still sitting here looking at me with clothes.
On that, what car is it? Because I've got to see the badge before I know what it is. And it had a bow on it.
A big bow. I bought a Kia Sportage, the GT model.
Tony
Like,
said it was a care, and I said, no, I don't think so, but I
yeah.
couldn't see the badge, and I don't know grill patterns.
And it's funny, I'll share with this because you were talking to Natasha about manifestation. So
Yes,
I have been
yes.
manifesting a car for a little while, and I went about 4 weeks ago and ordered a car to be told it was going to be 8 to 12 months roughly, with the way everything's in demand and stuff. And I come home and I'm like, I am not waiting 8 to 12 months. So I really bogged down in that manifestation to get the phone call to say they have a car
Yes, right.
available. I didn't have
Wow.
choice color, but I chose to opt out of the color of the choice to get my car now. So
Yeah,
when you put your
yeah.
mind to it and you do it correctly,
Oh,
it's amazing
yeah.
what can happen.
Yeah, one of my daughters they ordered one a while back and were told it'd be at least 12 to 18 months. I don't know whether I've got it yet or not. That's the way thought
Yeah,
I, so I've got no idea.
it's
But you can
crazy.
tell we communicate a lot. So
So for Caroline, honey, I have pulled the heart card, and it's very much about sitting in that love. Feel the love, offer the
mm,
love, and feel that joy that comes with it. So sit in that heart space, breathe in through the heart, and
mm.
exhale back out through the heart.
And from that space, the dream catcher is planning your new goals. So make time to follow your
Mm.
dreams and do that from your heart space, really feeling into that. So that's cool. Um, I'm not sure if I said g'day to Sue. Yes, I did because I commented on a little bit about it. I think
Yeah, I keep that.
it's
I love it.
gorgeous. There we've got Anne. We can pull a card for Anne.
Hey,
She's
Anne.
got on my list there.
Oh, that one jumped out.
Oh, palette again. I like arty stuff.
Yes, they need the creativity. And that's funny because a lot of people are finding that creative energy at the moment. So I love it. So,
Mm.
honey, you've got the butterfly, and it's very much about looking for the signs, the confirmation from above, knowing your loved ones are around you. So just trust in those signs as they come through.
Absolutely. And part of that, it is shifting with those signs to actually bring it into creativity. It's not just about creating something physically, it's actually rejuvenating and like the transformation into a butterfly. It really is expressing yourself as you really are. And you could learn something new anyway as well with that card, like it was. Now, Vicky, no, she's not on there because we've just done Victoria
Oh, look at
Williams.
that Labrador. How cute.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Mine's not so cute tonight. She's driving me nuts.
Oh, is she actually, yeah. Peanuts is to a degree because she's still got the collar on, but
Ah.
yeah, the test was the lump on her leg is cancerous. So
Oh, no.
got to
I'm sorry
see
to
the
hear
vet
that.
tomorrow to see what's next.
Yeah, so
So
I'm
she's
sure
feeling a bit out of
sending it,
sorts.
sending
Mm,
out lots of love and
yes.
healing. So, honey, the wolf is very much about looking for that connections that's around you. Find your voice. It's time to speak up and communicate, but communicate from the heart space.
Mm.
Okay.
And it's been a while since I've actually seen the feather in what we've put up. Your connection to the spiritual realm is strong, so know that you're never alone. You are receiving guiding messages from above, so certainly trust when you see, and it's not just feathers that you'll see. There are going to be other indications, signs, and symbols that you will feel. Oh, is that meant for me? It reminds me of, and that is when you are getting some of those messages. Just take note of them and connect with who it reminds you of. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Vicky Thomas, I think I did hers. Oh, that's the one we just did. But she's put in it. Yep, there you go. Yeah, you got cards in the same way. It is growing relationships. That'll be fine. What are we doing? Where's next? Where's next?
Okay.
We did Caroline's. I put that link up for the paid $5 for a reading. Gee, there's a lot of this, Georgina, that's going through my system here.
Yeah. It must be on one of your pages because I can't see it in mine or my time.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to bother with it because it's too much
Yeah.
hassle whilst I'm
We'll
doing
remove it later.
And Kim, oh, it didn't let you pick. Kim actually is. I'll do hers next as a reading because she's on the paid list. So I might do that. Didn't let her pick what payment, I dare say, whether it was
Oh.
Interesting, whether it was Stripe or PayPal. That's
Mm.
interesting. Look, I'm trying out all methods. She'll be right. She'll be right. Which do you think you'll want? I'm just going to do a 3-card spread for you, not not that one for the moment. So let's do. I don't know. I feel I've picked up the bluebird. Oh, hang on.
Oh, she wants the teacups, please.
She wants the what?
Teacups, please. She likes
Oh,
the
she does like
teacup.
the teacups. Good. Glad you picked that up before I packed them away completely. That's all right.
Love it.
And is there a question with it for focus? And I'll go over to my next screen.
Let me have a quick look while you're doing that.
It's that one, isn't it? We did. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good memory.
Ah,
I'm not seeing a question as yet.
I mean, I know one of the regulars did put a question in a message to me, and I said, I think I'll remember it. No. Sorry, and I think that might have been Terry Keza. I'm not sure who. Look, it's all right. It was what was needed for the night. Oh, hang on. It was what was needed for the night. Looking at the wrong camera. Now that I know this sort of works, I probably will use it a little more often as a way of doing.
I love the way it flows. I love it's very creative.
And you're still there and I'm still there, and we can do a on the table reading.
Yeah, love it. Well, I'll mute myself while you do it so I can cough.
Okay, so there's no message yet. If you can find, if she has put a question, so that's 4 and 4 and 3, 8, 11.
Not seeing a message there, hun.
So what we're starting with, it's based around the home space. So this story is going to be around that energy and what you're actually currently experiencing at home. What I'm feeling with the cross is there seems to be a trust issue is what I'm feeling, and whether there's something that is occurring. Who am I speaking for? It's Kim, isn't it? And I'll take that off there so we can see all the cards. So it's actually, it is almost feeling like there is a trust issue. Are you not trusting yourself, or is it someone else in your family or a friend? Because the home space can be including some of your closest friends, because we do at times invite those into our friends into our homes for, coffee, chat, whatever, meals, socializing. I'm feeling it is more on the closer level of one of your close family members. So we're going to go up to the 2 pink. Oh, goodness. So that gives it a nice strong indication because it's gone straight back to the home. So you're really needing to tap into what is it that is coming up as a trust factor with someone that is close within your home space. Because it's only the 2 cards in this reading, I am going to put a couple of the charms in this for you. Oh, there you go. So I'm just wondering if she can actually see them well enough there. I'll just scroll down as far. No, just general or whatever comes out. Okay. Thanks, Kim. Whoa. I've lost my space. There it is, somewhere there. Yep, that's right. A key. Opening. I'm wondering what I'm feeling about this. What you've got here, it is, oh look, I think I'm going to have to hold them up because they are so tiny against the dark background. So what we've got, oh, hang on, like that. I'll refine this technique after I've done a few, won't I? You've got the key and the home as the charms on the cross, which is sitting on the home space. So I think really this issue to do with trust in that home space, what a key normally would mean is unlocking a door, stepping through, experiencing something that is a bit of a new pathway, that type of thing, or unlocking something that's been locked away for a while. It feels to me, are you planning on shifting? Is there a new home as part of it, but you're needing to be very careful of what the deal is? there's just something that's a little bit unsure in my mind, and I think it does come back to that is some level of trust. So if it's something that you're moving into of a new contract of shifting or something like that, be extra specific in looking at details and feeling comfortable with whatever it is that you're shifting your energy into, as far as, is it a new home? I'm feeling with this one, because you've got on the home card itself here, it's loving your home. You've got, your heart is in your home, and it is actually bringing you good luck. So I think once you've got something on the move there that fills into a new space and place, that it's going to be into where you can put your heart. There's good luck growing in it, and it's going to be that good shift. Now, whether that's the energy of people that are in it moving around, or whether it is a house move, it's certainly very heavy on that energy of home rather than just house as well, because it is bringing in the love of that heart space from the heart, and unlocking that, being able to trust the process. Trust, yeah. I still think that there's an awareness of who is involved as part of that, shifting energies too. So, is there anything that you would like to add to that one, Leanne? Let me just we'll shift this back. So I'll just let you speak while the cards are still there.
Yeah. So I missed most of that because I ducked off to the ladies. You're involved. No, that's all right. I thought I won't interrupt. You're on the go, on the flow. So Kim's saying that she wants to move and finances are the issue. So honey, focus on that finances. See yourself aligning yourself in that energy of the money that you need to make it happen.
Cool. So it backs up what the cards are telling you.
Perfect. I love it.
So I like that. That's good that it's come up that way. So I did read them right. It's a little bit, I'd be wary the contract type stuff. That's what's sticking in my mind, and I'm thinking, oh, but there's someone else involved in that. So it's whoever you're signing it up with. Cool.
Yeah.
Now we'll
Hey,
shift.
Jen, we can see your comments, hun, so you are on the right page.
Who's that?
Jen. She wasn't sure if she was on the right page.
Yeah. And we've got the next one. Oh, I've got to do this. So the next one, did I put up the name? Sorry, I didn't put up the name. And I've got to pack up put these cards away again. So I'm just going to assume that everyone that wants a read, that's done the paid reading, is going to get the tea leaf cards.
Yeah. I love
doing that. So for Vesca, we've got the cards coming up for you.
Hey,
woo! I nearly had all of your cards on the floor.
So did I, just about then too. The heart jumped out at me.
At least they're big cards.
Yeah, that's it. So I just noticed my daughter's commenting in the comments. She's sitting next to me. So the heart, honey, is what's come through. So allow yourself to feel that love, offer the love, and sit in that energy. Okay, at the moment.
And that's certainly going to bring hope. What a beautiful card. I mean, the colours again, and it really is trusting, have faith, it will happen. So really know, and again, with this type of thing, it is be careful what you wish for. Sometimes we might think it's something and it really is needing to be another.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. And then we have Lissa. Did we do one for Lissa already before?
No, not that I've seen.
No.
So.
Whoops. Whoa. I nearly threw them down on the floor as well. So here we go.
So tickle to the nose happening. So I've got the star card, honey, and it's time to manifest. It's time to look to the stars, put out there what you want to the universe, and sit in that energy and allow it to flow through. All right. Your goals, set your goals.
I love dolphins. They're my water totem. Is the
I love
it. Be playful. Be that inner child. Let it have fun. Wonderful card to have. Love that. So that's for you, Lissa. And we did one for Vesca. So thank you so much, Chloe, for actually asking on her behalf. And we have done it. So
Lovely.
thank you. And we've did that one. Gee, how far down? It really is so hard to sift through those silly comments that are showing up.
It's annoying.
Chloe, because you asked for Vesca, you can have a card yourself too. So
yeah, beautiful. So the card I've pulled, honey, is the Feathers card, and it's very much about asking from your loved ones above for what it is you want. Your connection to the spiritual realm is strong. Know you are never alone, and you will receive those guided messages. So when you ask, listen to what they've got to say. Dolphin again, yay!
And it just came to mind, you were soul twin with Vesca. It's feeling that playfulness. You certainly know how to have fun together, and it is find your inner child. I don't think you have to look too far, because I think you already know how to do your inner child play. Just let it express itself even more fully, is what I'm getting from that. And we've got Ishika over on YouTube is actually wondering if she or he can ask a question. And I'm trusting that this is legit. But what's Sanat's next actions towards me? So we'll just pull a card for that and gather your guidance from that as well.
I get there's a lot of confusion around this, and I actually feel like you need to make your feelings, your emotions clear, like speak up. I've pulled the Moon card, and it's very much new beginnings, new cycles. Prepare for the energy shift and the new beginnings that come with it.
And I think with the Wheat card, it's time to it's about planting those intentions that you want. So if what you feel is the actions from your own intuition from them, there is so that you want to reap. So put out, and it's the communication of expressing what you actually want from a particular action or relationship. You've got to say so. So that's what I feel. What are they going to be? Yeah. Sometimes you don't really want to know beforehand, because allow the surprise to be that it is a surprise, and appreciate. I'm feeling a good feeling, but it's appreciate without the knowing first what it's going to be, if you understand that. Yeah. Okay, so we're down to Lashauna's there. No, Julie Tozer. Lashauna's just said hello in that one, so I don't think she's on the list. No.
Hey, Julie. So the card I have pulled for you, honey, I've got one fallen out, is the Footsteps card, and it's very much about actions have consequences. Be conscious of the imprints that you are leaving behind. So look at what it is that you desire to be remembered by when that day comes, type of thing. What is the impact that you need to make now?
And a lot of what we experience, we do need endurance, persistence, and perseverance to keep on that pathway and keep it steady. It doesn't have to be that we're in a hurry all the time. So take it slower, make it a steadier pace, so that you really can feel into that and be a lot more sure of what results is what I'm getting. So, yes.
Well, I might do one more with you, Ros, and then leave it with you, if that's okay.
Oh, no, that's okay by me. I've just got Lashawna here. It's a new method I see, but I'm open-minded to spirit if there is a message for me. So we'll do a card for Lashawna with the both of us doing a card, and then I'll continue on with these that have paid.
My daughter, I coughed, so my daughter's just sprayed.
Blend 20 or something.
The dog made a past wind, so she sprayed sage spray.
And then the dog farted.
That's it. I was being very polite away.
I know you were, but I was reading those comments that were coming through, and I thought, God, and that's only gentle stuff.
That's it. And I must have coughed at the same time as a dog. Oh, God, I don't know what's stronger, the dog or the spray. So I've pulled the palette card, honey, for you, and it's very much about sitting in that creative energy at the moment. Allow it to flow through, but it is time to express yourself through that creative side of things.
And part of creativity is it can be the goals that we set. So set some new goals and make time to actually follow the dreams that you've got in mind. If we don't follow some of them, then they are only going to stay as dreams. Well, that's a dream catcher. So catch them and act on them as well. So move it forward. Yes. So wonderful. Hey, thanks for popping in.
That's all right. It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me. And I love what you're doing with the $5 readings with all the different tools.
Well, it's actually proving it probably will work as you know, future with not every time maybe, but maybe it will be. Yeah. You know, it's just really, it comes to a point where you know, I've been doing it for 4 years as the daily Lenormand card spread reading. You've been doing the readings like this for longer, not every day, but you've been doing them for longer. It's just one of those things that eventually it's an exchange of energy, and it's very nice to say thank you in the receiving as well as the giving.
That's it, exactly.
It really is that exchange. It's lovely to say thank you to those who've honoured the $5.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's only $5. I think I'll be keeping it at that, by the way, for now.
And I think it's really good timing in the sense of the fact that, you know, we are in a stage of universal energy where we need to have that balance as well. So, you know, whatever you are doing, and this is to everybody, make sure you are getting something back, because so many of us for so many years have English without have sat in that old structures, old ways, old habits. It's changing, and if we don't create that balance, we're going to bring more hectic energy into our lives.
It's also like honouring each other.
Yeah, definitely.
So out of respect for each other and what we give.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, lovely lady and beautiful ones watching, I will leave you with it, and have a good night. And I'm going to go and cough my lungs out.
And I'll continue onward after I take a slurp of coffee too.
Take care. Lots of love.
Bye. Bye. Now, she has dropped out. I was just going to press the button. So we will continue onward. So I did get up to, now I can't remember who the reading was. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to move on to Kerry's, because yours is actually the next one on the list for one of these $5 readings. So here we go. I don't think I've got any question from you, have I? And I am going to try and scroll right down to the end. And thank you for your buys to, you know, nighty nights and goodbye too, Leanne. That's lovely and well appreciated. So I'll go back. No, I can't see where you've put a question there. So it's just going to be the general reading of whatever your base question, whatever the base of this spread is, that I'll shift over to the cards again. And I'm over here. Am I there still? Yes, I am. Cool. So I'm going to start these last few. I will place the first card on the heart card, because it then brings the energy of the reading from the heart. And also remember that it is that trust factor, that Spirit is guiding what the messages are by the pure connection and intention, that we're gaining that inspiration and answers from Spirit direct. So feel that in what your reading is, Kerry. And I'm just going to get the dice and we'll do them. So it's 4, 3, 2. So that's 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it actually is on the heart. So it's to do with your relationship. You know, whatever is you're feeling around your heart space. If you have a special someone that is close to you, who you love, care, honour, it is that trust in yourself, and it could even be that is your own self-love as well, and respect for self and honouring self and trusting that what you're getting as your own nurturing. You're making sure that you are nurturing self with that, building on your inner knowing, inner knowledge of who you are, and bringing forward to the light those things that are your shadow side to be able to shine more fully into who you are. And I'm feeling my eye is just going to the gem that's in the center of this cross and bringing out that is your inner treasure and expressing that out and into the world. And that can still be with a partner. So whether you're looking for a partnership and you're single, I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling you're already in a relationship. So what you're needing to do is build on from within you first to actually express more fully what is your love for your partner. And you're knowing what the gist of this system is now. This is the tea leaf reading system, and it is Tea with Karen who invented this. I forgot to acknowledge that. And we'll keep moving on with this. It is moving into that zone of bringing in good luck. Once you start to really start to tap into that inner self and moving it through some of that inner work, it's going to bring forward its own form of good luck. So trust that as well as part of your pathway of growth together as well as for yourself. So that also is going to bring more of a focus back into the home. And I'm actually feeling the word security in this one and having that really nice coziness around it. And it's almost like the hospitality and feeling so comfortable in your home space. And it really is growing that space. And, what does home mean for you? Intend that and put it into your intentions as well. And tell universe, have those inner chats with your spiritual guidance as well, that this is what you would like to have happening in your life with your partner. So we're going to the 5 green is this one in the home space. The more focus that you're actually putting towards that and making that firm relationship as that, the home, building it into what is the tower. What I'm feeling with that, I'm not sure if you ever watched the movie The Castle, but here is a tower, it's the castle. It's that essence of what is your home. It is your castle. So you're actually even building more strength into it as you have that focus towards home base, towards building together from a firm foundation. This is going to be settled firmly into where are you intending, and make that intention clear. That then goes up to this one. It does take some work. There are some steps to move through for yourself and your partner, but it's almost like with this one, it's on stable ground and you can go right up to the top and it will feel like there's that, the heights of achievement, that sense of, it's almost connection to another level. So it might be that you are going to have that more, I don't know what tantra and all that is, never delved into it, but there feels that sense of a heightened intimacy, not just on the physical level. It's that deeper connection going to happen as far as you're working for it. That's what your intention is. Make sure it's what you set out for it to be. Have it very clearly stated, and it is going to bring in that really deep love, because we're back to here at the 3 green. So hopefully that's been helpful for you there, Kerry. And I've just got to twist myself around to come back to that screen, that camera. Yes, that's it. So thank you for actually contributing with the $5 to have your reading. I'm thoroughly enjoying this system. Now, I've just got to find down, follow down here with some of these. Now, with yours, I'm just going to do a quick pendulum with yours. Once I've cleared these cards, I've just got to fold them up again. It was lovely having Leanne on tonight, wasn't it? Her being able to actually join in. I wasn't sure. She wasn't sure if she could. So it was lovely to have her popping in. Now, I'm just going to do the pendulum, and I'll do that in a form almost of a demo. I'm just going to fold that out of the way, put these cards there, have a drink. Isn't it nice to have a breather? So for you, Terry, I'm just going to quickly flip this over. Actually, I won't for this one. A pendulum, just as a demo of some of the tools, I will actually. Some of the tools that can be used with doing psychic mediumship work. This is a pendulum, all right? And they can come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. That's my own personal pendulum, is this one. It is a lump of amethyst crystal. You know, for someone else, it might just be a lump of crystal. I find it's the crystal that chose me many years ago, and it's been my favourite since probably 2004 that I've been using that one. This is a pendulum that is as a pendant. As you can see, it's got the clasp to wear as a pendant, a necklace, and that as well. I'm not sure if it's a fluorite or amethyst. I think that one's an amethyst as well. And it's just the same technique for any of these. You do dangle them just like that, and you'll see it in a minute when I use mine again. And it swings around and does things. So this one actually belongs to one of the kids. I'll have to sort that out later, won't I? I think that's one of the labyrinth, or goes in the labyrinth, I think. And in the tea leaf cards, this was the pendulum that was included with that. Is a cute little teaspoon with a cute little teapot on the end. And it's a similar technique, of course. You just do, you're still holding in the same way. Okay, so I'm actually going to choose this one here that came with the labyrinth through time. There can be boards underneath that actually guide to get the message, but with this, I have all you're programming the pendulum to actually read. You can see directly there, it's holding straight down. Now, if I ask, am I wearing pink undies? Like, it'll go to my no. I'm actually shaking at the moment, so it's not giving a very good reading there. And I'll there you go. I was looking at the wrong camera again. So as you can see there, only because I've got to look at the screen. So I'm trying to hold it as steady as possible. And what the first thing is that you'd actually ask, can you please show me my yes? And that with any of the pendulums that I've ever used, it goes in a clockwise fashion, which you'll just see it going in a sort of circle. And if I ask it to show me a no, it goes in the forwards and backwards as a north-south direction. I've always called that my north-south. And if you use a maybe, can you show me my maybe? And as I stop that from wobbling, because I'm balancing on a chair that's squeaky, so I'm trying not to shift, it goes side to side, east to west. So that's my indicators. So as I ask the question, may I ask the question for, and it's Terry. So it is saying yes. And Terry is actually asking, will your husband be okay? So all I need to do is ask, will Terry's husband be okay? And it's actually going straight away into a yes. So that's how simple it can be to get some help to a question if it's just a simple yes, no. Okay, so I thought that's how I would demonstrate that one for you tonight. And I'll move back to who might be next. And thank you for asking, Terry. Now, let's go. Dana. Is my neighbour or someone trying to get me evicted? Now, I can actually ask the same thing, and we can do that without going to the mat. And I'll just do that using the pendulum like this, and I can tell you, is it yes? So someone is trying to. It's definitely doing a yes as I'm looking at your question. So you may need to investigate that a little more and whether it's legal for them to be trying to evict you, and stand your ground if that is something that you're needing to do. And I'd say yes, How will it end up? I think you're going to be able to fight it successfully. Okay, that's just the feeling that I'm getting. I haven't asked the pendulum that one. I'm just trusting the messages I'm getting through there. Okay. Now, we did see that from you, Deirdre. Oh, did I freeze at some point? Could be because there was the two of us on. I actually don't know. Let's find more. What else is there? So what we'll do, I'll go on to the next one now. I've got Michelle Bear. So I'd love to have you here because you are one of my regulars. So I'm going to get this deck back out again. The tea leaf card reading system. And whoops. I think any more that may have paid their $5, I'm just going to have to leave them as I'll do them a bit later. Hopefully, Stacey, I'm sorry if I've held you up, but there's only Michelle's and yours that I've got on my written down list so that I didn't miss them. So I'll just try to place these randomly. In fact, while I had my broken wrist and I'm at this... got to do it at this one now. I will get used to this. I will get the hang of it. While I was experiencing my broken wrist in a plaster and all that, this system was actually really easy and good on my hands because you don't actually have to shuffle them. You just cleanse them with the knock and just lay them out. And one-handed, the way I was needing to do a lot of things, it did make it a lot easier. So for you, now I'm doing Michelle Bear. I've just got to find your avatar so I know where I'm up to. Anyone else? I am sorry about the... I'm just wondering, not sure if name's already done. It is now. So you will need to go, if hopefully you were here at the time as I was reading it. So... And we have another, oh, yeah, okay, there's someone who's spamming, asking for readings, as in, what would you like? Do not respond to those because they'll get you into a trap, down the rabbit hole. Anyway, and Natasha, you've given some feedback. You're not in a relationship, however, a bit of it makes sense at the moment, yeah. Yeah. And with any reading, as far as, look, it might not have been instantly spot on or understandable. Every reading has its meaning. It's just being able to understand it in the context as and when it might pop up that, oh, it could be that that's what it was referring to, not exactly as you understand it right now. And the most important interpretation really is what you bring to it yourself with your own spiritual connection. What a reader does is give guidance. It's not the be-all and end-all, okay? And I'm just trying to find... There's Michaela Bear with a no, Ros, but I think this is you, isn't it? So I'll just keep it there. I know it's roughly around where I'm up to, okay, in the stream. So 7. So 6 and 7. So actually starting you on the spider web, Michaela. Absolute perfect card for creativity and actually being who you are to the nth degree of your own life pattern, your own creation, who you want to be, who you actually are, who your innate ability to create your independent and individual web and what you've got the abilities for and what your destiny is, all of that. It is at the moment that I'm feeling you're actually needing some help with understanding that and possibly why, you enjoy a reading or two and joining in the mornings. It's following that instinctive, intuitive path. Trust that, but it's okay to actually ask for help along the way because we don't have it all at once, all the time. So sometimes what we're needing to do is spacing it. Actually, the perfect time for what is needed pops up, and that's where that understanding comes in. So it's shifting into that home energy, that is your relationships that are family, the close connections. And so someone within your home space is going to be able to help you understand that even more. And I've just noticed the comment sitting over top, so I'll just do that. There's the home card. So be open to actually asking for help closer by, not so much outside of the home. And that's going to shift into 5 green. Is this the one? Shifting into being able to take the time. And it's almost like there is going to be some form of time away from home. Is it holiday or is it work? I feel it is more the holiday sense. So that, spending time, just enjoying, relaxing, being you. Oh, being you. Here's me doing that again. I'm looking at the screen, not at the camera, and I've got this one set up for it. So being you. What I noticed with this card, on this boat card, is the portholes there almost look like a smiley face. So it really is that enjoyable time, taking some time, making some time, going with the flow, and, with wherever the wind, the breeze will take you. So that's what I'm feeling around it. You probably are due for a holiday. Go and take it, plan it even. And it's going to be more than just an overnight bag type of thing with that one. So we're shifting up to where that card is, the 3 pink. And it certainly is bringing in that wonderful, I love doing this type of thing. You could have more of it, probably some holidays. It's just loving and enjoying your life in what's presenting now. It's shifting. I'm almost feeling a shift in the perspective, so that the direction's going to move towards more love and loving what you do. That in itself brings in abundance. So it's not that you've got the money to be able to do this. It will be there. If you haven't got it now, it will be there at the right time. And shifting that over to here on the money card, we've actually got, and it's taking some steps now, whether it's just that you're going to be able to earn more, or there's some form of money coming in that you can take the steps to keep moving that forward. It's almost like climbing the ladder of success in this one. Okay, so shifting that, taking it through with the camel, the energy of that is persistence, endurance. It might take a bit of time, but we know that the camel has that endurance, and it's taking the steps. Don't procrastinate. Go with the flow of where you're feeling that money is being earned from, or that abundance is coming in, and moving with it. A camel can take a fair load, so it's not overloading it. You're going to be able to shift and move forward with that, the growth, the abundance, and what you're actually desiring. It's bringing in that you're loving to do. So it's going to be relatively easy, just going to take a bit of time and endurance. Persist with it, even those times where it feels like it's flagging a bit. Trusting. So I'm feeling it is that you almost know in that inner self what you're needing to do. Trust it. Move with it. If in doubt, ask your spiritual connection, because they are always available to help when asked. You probably just need to ask, like it was with, we're getting back to here with the help and creating where you're wanting to put that next level of energy and focus to. And it is bringing in that love connection in a deeper way of what you love doing and how you're going to be able to grow that and shift that. So that one was your reading there, Michaela. So hopefully that meant something for you. So while I'm doing that, I'm just picking up the cards again. I have got just the one more paid reading that I've got written down. Any others that may have come in will have to wait. No, I haven't got one there. So it looks like I've covered all of them. Try Face ID again. iPads are interesting, aren't they? And it's not, my face isn't being recognised. Come on, iPad. I think it might have cancelled out. Let me have a look. That was my PayPal. Come on. Oh, it's logged itself out. So I'll have to look that one up later. I don't think I saw one, but we'll see. So I'll just do a couple more loose cards after this one. I have Stacey. You've been very patient and thank you. I've just got to find your name so I know if there's anything that you have put that you'd want to ask directly. Oh, good heavens, I've got a few of those spammers, haven't I? Oh, do not inbox to be a friend. No, no, no. Where did you go, Stacey? There you go. There you go, there you go. I'm just assuming that's okay. It's been very interesting to see the tea leaf reading method. So that's the one I'm going to use for you. So let's see what it presents. And I will start with the heart card and we'll do the dice as well. So let's smooth that out again. And I'll shift over to the next scene. Then I've got my face not that far away and I'm looking at the right space. So it is interesting to try different ways of doing things that we think we've become very used to and taking things outside of our comfort zone. As most of you know now, I've been doing this sort of reading, live streaming for 4 years. I think it's been, well, actually, I've been doing live streaming for longer, but the daily Lenormand card spread reading is one that I've been doing 3.5, 4 years. This could be the 4th year. Doesn't matter. It's a long time. I started as a 30-day challenge and just didn't stop. And it's been an absolutely wonderful experience. And sometimes it does feel like you get too used to one way of doing things. And I knew I needed to beef things up a bit. So that's 7. It's a 4, 2, and a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you also have started on the spider's web. It will be a different story because the next card that's sitting on top of the energy of your creativity and your uniqueness is the money card. So it really is weaving your web, bringing in the abundance. So what you are attracting to yourself, what you are bringing in from your own work, your creativity, your design, what you're focusing on is money and abundance. So what you're stepping into next is even further good luck. This is really good for your money side, for that abundance. Are you wanting more money or just an abundant life? You know, it really is that focus of intention that you're bringing in. It is attracting more good luck, and it's a pathway of being able to be really flexible in choosing, you know, which direction next. How quickly do you want to get there? Or do you just want to stroll along as if you are walking a baby in a pram? It could be that you are actually going to have a young child, a baby in your life very soon, whether it's as your own or whether it's a grandchild or whether it's a niece or a nephew or along that line. But I'm feeling that there is that possibility of abundance, even of growing family. So the pram does also mean, you know, that speed of being able to pivot, whatever it is that your direction is going in and all the rest. I can just see, what I'm seeing is the energy of an aura around this card. You may or may not be able to see that in the screen. You can sort of just see it depicted there. And the essence of wispiness. I'm feeling spirit child as well. So feel the energy. There is the energy of someone past but re-entering in your life as far as their soul, their spirit. So, and it's a good energy. It's a lot of love there. So bring it in, and we're going to move that over to here, which is back to that creativity. I'm feeling there that it probably. That is actually a very strong feeling, this from the pram and that spirit. So be open to what is that next communication, something that is being brought to you, given to you. It could just be a new spiritual guidance for you, a new angelic being that is here to be your specific guardian angel or along that realm. I'm feeling that that's something that you're needing to be tapping into rather than being told by me as a reader of how the discovery is in the way that you're weaving this web and actually creating that attraction. You'll sense, you'll have that knowing of the who you're being guided to guide you to actually take on that learning, that connection. That's what I'm feeling. And that's where part of this web is going to be, that area that's going to pull in, going to attract, going to have someone stick, that's not going to go away until you've actually done that particular step, really dealt with it. Spiders, sometimes they will leave their prey stuck in the web for a fairly long time until they get to it. Maybe the web has attracted and caught many little bits of food for them. It could be that your web is going to attract quite a bit and you need to take a bit of time. Take your time, but not too long, because you do need to deal with it. You won't be able to get through. I've got that feeling of stuckness until you actually go to that first, as far as that connection with a spiritual guidance. And I do feel it's more that archangel, it's the guardian angel presence and discovering the who, so that connection for you can be more personal, more direct with those who are going to be able to help you. The abundance really is coming in. It's not anything to do with the physical that you've got concern for. It's coming in. You're drawing in the good luck like you wouldn't believe. And there is going to be this ability to pivot once, connection. It really is that strength there of this message to connect with your gut. It almost does feel like it's from a guardian angel. It's to a guardian angel. It's the communicating with that entity, that spirit realm. Okay. And that's where it's not quite the physical, but it is something needing to be. You've attracted it now. It's stuck. You're needing to be actually connecting and dealing with it and being the part of your life that's going to bring in. Okay. I think hopefully that's been that you can understand it that way. So thank you for that, Stacey, and certainly for your $5. I thank you for that. Wow. Now, because look, it's just taking too much time to sift through between some of those spammers. Very sorry about that. And certainly, Deidre, thank you for the reminder to others too, that you can watch the replay and then you may understand better by listening again. And that's for any of those who've had the readings. Wonderful and thank you for that gift to me. And honouring the exchange, really, I do appreciate it. Because it is something new that I'm trying out, the Soul Software platform. It is a sort of an all-in-one platform where I can just feel more comfortable in sending messages, in doing newsletters, in creating my landing pages or my website, a new website, and to the design in how I'd like it. It's taking a bit of time, but it's that we take a step at a time to learn and grow. And that's what I'm doing with this Soul Software and loving it. There certainly is, if you feel that you need that type of a platform as well, ask me questions. I have an affiliate link for a 14-day free 14-day trial. It is a paid service, but because it's the all-in-one, there's extra bits you don't have to be bothered with, and you're using the same like one-stop shop. It's intriguing. I'm just loving the experience of learning that. And like anything that we do in how we move about in our daily life, there's always something that we learn anew. And I'm looking at this and thinking from Kezo, thank you. And when's the next one already? Yeah, probably Friday night. Go back to the Friday nights. It was by an error. Well, it was almost an error. It was because I've decided I need to move these forward to 7:30 at night because of the shift in daylight saving being finished. I struggle with that, and I was just too tired. I was almost asleep in the chair one of those times I just could not stay awake and I had to cancel. I just couldn't stay awake. And yet I go to midnight some nights. I don't know why. It's the energy of daylight saving, shifting between time. I don't know. Maybe I've done too much time travel. So next Friday night, definitely, all things being equal. So thank you so much, Stacey, for the feedback. After it has been a long time to get to the last of the reading. So thank you very much. After a stressful day, every little thing you said made complete sense. Oh, thank you. I'm pleased it did. You yourselves, each and every one of you, you'd know yourself within yourself what the absolute message is for each, for what's coming in for you. You feel like you know exactly who the guardian angel is, and you're so happy to know they're around you. Yes, they are. And that level of abundance coming in, so strong. So there you go. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Now, Freedom, I've just seen your message pop up. At the start of the show, I've tried something new this time. And at the start of the show, I have created a landing page. I think it's called a landing page. Anyway, there's a link that I shared that you can actually pay $5 for a reading whilst I'm live streaming. I'm finishing now, so it's not relevant. Although if you still want to do that, the next time I'll keep a list, and it can be a paid reading for the next Friday. And if I decide, I don't know whether I'll do any more than once a week yet. At the moment, I still feel like I'm practicing this because it is new technique. So look for the shows. Do go to my page. It's either at Ros Boundy, and I do stream it out to my YouTube, my Facebook profile, Leanne's, when we have shared time, because she just loves coming in as a guest on my show once a week. And the mytimetv.live is the other location. I'd encourage you to certainly pop across to my at Ros Boundy page, because you know what Facebook's like. Well, most of you probably do. The more that is present on a particular business page, the more it shows up, and it's supporting local business and that sort of thing. So thank you for being here. It has been 2 hours. That's the longest I've ever gone. I very much appreciate it. And until the next time, I will be back at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, Adelaide time, for the regular daily Lenormand card spread reading. And the next one of these longer sessions that is the shared readings will be Friday at the 7:30, same places and spaces. I'd encourage you to shift over and have a look at the Ros Boundy page too. I don't post much there, but I do at odd times. So thank you. The daily live stream certainly goes there. Keep being the best you that you can be. And until next time, namaste. Bye for now.